Hello, I hope you are well. I'm back. Today I'm going to make a mold. A mold, I don't know, like waves, you know? Um, yes, waves. So, there is this kind of mold, but I'm going to try to make one myself, which will open the door to other kinds of mold, which I can't find or which are quite expensive. I didn't have the right paste, so I have plastiline. I think it's about the same thing, but it's sometimes incompatible with certain materials like resin or silicone. Here I have found a modeling clay. It's quite heavy. It comes in packs of 3, yes, 3 packs to be precise, weighing 500 grams each. It's hair hardening modeling clay, and that's what I want. This video is going to have several steps. Not for you, I assure you. You'll get it all in one. It's for me that it's going to take longer. So harder to wait. I'm too impatient. I took the time to tidy up my room and found some things I'd forgotten. I'm going to try to keep everything in order because I have a nasty habit of leaving things lying around and then they pile up. This paste also has a very decent smell compared to others. It's said to dry in 24-48 hours, so we'll see. I'm going to have to be patient. It's going to be very hard for me. So we are going to take a bit of it out. Yes, just with my metal roller, because I haven't my tools yet, but it will happen. But this metal roller is fine to do the cutting. I'll take this piece and then we'll see if it works. I saw Shalina do this on her Tea and Art channel. She made some really pretty things. Once you have cut the piece of paste, you'll need to put the rest of the paste backing into the packaging, so that it keeps well. So you have to seal the bag properly, removing any air that might be in it. It's very soft. It's a joy to work with. It's got nothing to do with Fimo clay. I mix it a little, really nice. I've got this little round silicone mold. I'm going to try to spread it, spread it as well as possible inside this little mold, and then you'll see what I do with it. Right now I'm trying it like this, but it will be a lot easier to do with my little roller, and I'll be putting less pressure on my arms, which is great. I try not to make it too thick. So there's a lot of pasta like that. There's Play-Doh. Well, there's different brands. Play-Doh is a little more expensive. Now I've got to lift it without doing anything stupid. But no, it's great. So that's it, and then I place it in my mold. It's really reminiscent of the modeling clay of my childhood, which is a long way off. I spread it out the mold and then cut the edges. If it doesn't work, I'll try again. I put it back into a bowl and start again, but it's okay. I try to get the edges right so there's as little empty space as possible, but then it's really good because it stays very soft and doesn't dry out. I can tell you that the video is in fast motion. I've cut out parts, otherwise it would have been too long, but it's still very, very soft. So I wet my fingers a little to smooth the edge. I don't want to have too much spillage underneath for the rest. And then once that's done, I make my little waves. I make little tubes and roll them up. Okay, I'm going to try to put everything back correctly and with my wet fingers. Now I'm going to smooth all my waves as best as I can. Here too, it's been a passion job. I can tell you, it took a long time to do. So here too, I'm going to cut the video. But well, it's done very well, and by wetting your fingers, you can smooth it out, correct the little cracked spots, and so on. That's it. I made my little waves. I didn't do what Shalina did. She made the bottom a little thicker, and she sort of shaped her waves on a top. A bit complicated to explain. I made a thinner base and added my little waves by adding my little rolls. It's not perfect, but I hope it will turn out well. On the other hand, I realize that my little waves aren't necessarily well sealed with the bottom. So here again, I have to seal well with the bottom, so that not too many things get underneath. So I'll be right back in a second. I've let it dry for 48 hours, so I'm a bit worried because it's still a bit soft. And now I'm going to use something I don't like at all: latex. It smells bad. I hate this smell. My latex is pretty hard. Yeah, I've got some kind of lumps there. Well, I'll take them right off because it's normally quite liquid. Let's see now. Yes, that's it. It's flowing. And I'll just pour it straight into my mold. You can see that I've got some big lumps falling out, but that's okay because it won't stay there. You get the idea. I pour well and remove the big lumps, and I get rid of them. Oh, what a smell! I hate it. It's practical, but the smell is just awful. Oh dear! And I've got my window open, but the smell is really, really strong. So you have to be careful, of course, that everything is well covered. As I have parts that stand out, it has to be under the latex. This will give me a kind of protection when I pour my resin over it. I've prepared a glass and I'm going to pour the excess because there's too much. You can't see my shapes anymore. I'm going to pour the excess into this glass, and then I'm going to put the latex back into its bottle, and that's it. I'm pouring as much as I can. The latex sticks, yes, to the surface, so there's no problem. I'm really careful not to leave too much. Then I simply pour it back into the latex bottle. And you'll see I'll press a little on the bottom because there's really some shrinkage. My modeling clay has shrunk a little, so I've got a nice space. And I press to remove some more. My latex has dried for 24 hours. I prepared some resin. I let it sit for about 10 minutes because I'm full of micro bubbles. Oh, those bubbles! So with my flame I try to eliminate them. And I'm going to add inks to the resin. This is sea blue. I'll go drop by drop, well, 2 drops at first, and then I'll readjust according to what I want, because it's obviously very clear, and that's what I want. So now you will see me add green jade in an unopened bottle, of course, so I had to open it, and then until I had the color I liked. So I want to be to be transparent, to stay transparent, but still show a little color. Well, with the inks, no problem with transparency. I'll add some more blue, I'll add some more green, and once that's done, I'll pour in my little mold. I know that some resin will seep out from underneath because of the edges that have retracted a little, but that's okay. When pouring, you have to make sure that everything is well covered, as with the latex, which I remind you is only there to make it easier to remove the paste from the mold. I'll try to get rid of the few bubbles. I've got some that have stuck a bit, but never mind. It's not going to bother too much since it's a bit sea colored. So there are bubbles in the sea. And I let it dry. How cute is my little tent stretched over my resin? It almost looks like a little umbrella with a little lace. You see the lace? Oh, so cute. As I had some resin left over, I took 2 molds. There are fondant molds. The theme is the sea. They'll be ready for next summer, I think. It's not easy to fill because it's not deep, so I had a little trouble. It overflowed. But okay, there you go. So there's a lot of really cute stuff. It allows me to finish the resin. I'll show you more about it later. There are little shells, little things like that. It's very nice, but hard to fill this mold. Well, hard to fill without overflowing. Okay, my little things are unmolded. It's cute and I like the color. Yes, I really like it. It's a nice color. You can use them in different creations. Now let's move on to this one. I'm a bit nervous about it. I'll tell you that. I'm going to go slowly because I don't want to break everything. Yes, I'm going to go very slowly, removing everything. Let's see how well it comes off the bottom. Yes, it's fine. The latex has gone underneath, of course, but it's not sticking to my modeling clay, so it's perfect. And then, well, I'm going to try and remove my little resin tray. So I'd like to get my clay template back, but well, it's ruined. My paste is still a bit moist. I really think it's the weather. I left it out for 2 days, but those were the only days of the year we had rain. Well, that's that. I just have to sand the edges a bit. I'm already cutting a little with scissors, but it's nice. I think it's pretty good. Yes, I like it. Yes, I like it. Oh, well, my templates done. You won't be able to use it again. But no problem. Oh my gosh. Yes, it's pretty. I've done pretty well. So the waves in quotation marks are hollow, of course. I'd like to do them in relief on the top. I'll see. I'll figure it out. So that's it. It's all done. It's for the garbage. My template. Yes, I'm not unhappy at all. You can see, really see the color here, because I also have a blue background. My work mats are blue, so it's not really easy to see the color. But I like it. Yes, I like it. And I've got lots of ideas for making little molds like that. On the other side, you can see the colors a little better. Ah, yes, I like it. I'm very pleased. Now I'm going to cut a few more small pieces, and then I'll take my very handy deburring tool. The thickness is fine. It's not too thick and not too thin. And with the latex, I've a latex mold for Halloween. That makes me laugh. I'm going to think about other things. I'll also like my little things for next summer. I'm going to show you 2 photos and a little close-up in daylight. Cute, no? Let me know in the comments. I didn't mess up the color. I'm happy with that. So here are my little shells first. They're a little lighthouse. There are some very pretty shells. A little boat, a seagull. What else? This thing looks like a little barrel. No, it's something for mooring boats. Very cute, yes. I'll certainly come in handy next summer, unless I get a hankering for the sea in the meantime. And here is my little tray. I'm very pleased with this little tray. You see, when it's set on something a little darker, you can see the colors a little better. So it's a time-consuming job. It takes at least 3, 4, 5 days. But frankly, I can say I did it from A to Z. Well, I hope you enjoyed this little video. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. We will meet again soon for new adventures. Take care of yourself. And now, bye.